Hi. Welcome to Studio Glam, where we'll show you the grit, love, action, and moxie that it takes to really crush it at Rainbow High. Here in GLAM Class, we'll help you bring your big dreams to life by turning your creative ideas into real projects, just like my friends and I do at Rainbow High. Today, we're learning how to put a cool spin on fashion with splatter painting. Our instructor today is none other than the master of splatter painting, Gilda. She runs Splattered by Gilda, where she custom splatter paints sneakers, jackets, and other cool stuff. She's truly living the dream as a maker in fashion. Give a big GLAM Class welcome to Gilda.
Hi everybody, I'm Gilda, and today I'm going to show you how to make fashion your own with custom details, just like Ruby Anderson from Rainbow High. I spent many years working in interior design, and that's where I really fine-tuned my love of color and pattern. Splatter by Gilda started as an art project at home with my kids and quickly turned into taking custom orders for clients. As a kid, I always loved rainbows and art and playing with my fashion, and I'm so happy I get to recreate that as an adult in my business. First, we're gonna go through splatter painting a t-shirt, making your very own rainbow, and we're gonna wrap up by splattering a cool pair of kicks. Let's do it.
It's good that we all have big ideas. It's 'cause we're all unique, talented people. Just like everyone at Rainbow High, including the cheerleaders. And they shouldn't all have the same look. They should have looks unique to them.
Hold up. You mean instead of one look for the cheer squad, we make a different look for each cheerleader?
A rainbow of looks for a rainbow of talents.
Oh, I love it.
Turn your color up.
Our first lesson today is gonna be in splatter styling, and today we're gonna splatter a t-shirt. I'm making mine for my girl Ruby Anderson, so it's gonna have an R for Ruby. I'll go through what we need for today. Any permanent paint will work. Painter's tape, brushes, some scissors, a paint palette, and a t-shirt. You'll also need some gloves, some protective goggles, and cover up your clothes. So I have my goggles here, and I won't need them until I really start splattering. Lay your t-shirt out nice and flat and take out your painter's tape. I'm gonna outline the letter R for Ruby. So I'm gonna start like this, make it a real straight line, and I like to use scissors so I have clean edges. Now pick the color that you want to outline your letter with. I'm doing white because I love the way it looks on a black t-shirt. And maybe choose a wider brush. So you're gonna paint all over, and it's okay for it to get all over the tape. There's no mistakes here. You can get messy. It doesn't need to be totally even. You're just gonna paint all around your letter. And you could do a shape, you can do your whole name. Try and get about maybe ½ an inch of paint all around. So when I'm working on a shirt or other articles of clothing, I like to fold back the sleeves. I like the look of it with a clean sleeve. You can do whatever you like. All right, so these are the colors I chose. I love this combination of neon colors. Now let's get our paintbrushes. I've used all different types of paintbrushes, and these are my favorite. You can even throw them away when you're done, and they bend, so they're really fun to splatter with. Use one for each color that you're gonna be splattering with. You wanna get a good amount of paint on there. There's no mistakes, just have fun with it. So I like to make lines with the paint and also flick the paint off of the brush, and it makes really cool, fun shapes. You can even walk around your item so that the paint really goes in all different random directions. I like to paint outside. I put loud music on. I dance a little bit sometimes. Whenever I go in with my last color, see if I want a little bit more of one color. You can't take away, but you can always add. Whenever I'm painting on black, I like to go in afterwards and add a bit of white. And that'll also make all the other colors pop. So once you're done with your shirt, you're gonna set it aside flat to dry. I like to leave them to dry overnight. Here's the shirt that I made yesterday. You can see what it's gonna look like. Once you peel the tape off, you have a really cool, bold outline of your letter or your shape, whatever you decided to paint. I had a lot of fun making this. I hope you do too. I think it's as fun to wear as it is to make. Maybe a little more fun to even make.
Be bold, like the rainbow.
Our next GLAM class lesson is how to rainbow. So today I brought with me all the colors I typically use in splatter painting projects. Here are the classic rainbow colors. Here's some neon, and here's some neutral. I have silver, gold, black, and white. So I always like to start with a classic rainbow. What I like to do to make the rainbow even more unique is maybe substitute a favorite color of mine for one of the classics. So we're just gonna do red, orange, yellow, and instead of the classic emerald green, I like to sub it for a neon teal. These are my personal picks. You can do whatever you want, whatever you think looks good. There's no mistakes here. Not every project has to have this many colors. Pick your favorite sports team, your school colors. So those are just some fun variations on a classic rainbow, making them a little bit more unique to you. So if rainbow's not your thing, you can always do an all neutral palette with metallics, black and white. I really like how metallic colors stay neutral, but they really pop on clothes. So that's how I go through picking my colors. I love to see everything laid out in front of me and just play around. So here's the jacket I made, and I used the full rainbow, adding white, silver, and gold. So you can see the touches of it everywhere. And when it's all combined, it's a lot of fun. So if you want to start a splatter painting project, play with different textures, play with different canvases, you really need to try stuff to see how it looks. And you might not like the first or second try, but you'll love how it turns out in the end.
Sneakers, sneakers.
Score! Sweet kicks!
Our final lesson today is going to be killer kicks. We're going to be splatter painting our very own set of sneakers, channeling our girl Ruby, and I'm gonna go with a rainbow theme. My station's covered and ready. I'm gonna get my gloves on. Again, you wanna use one brush per paint color, just because especially with fabric paint, it can get a little messy. So for this lesson, you're gonna need your paint, paintbrushes, a clean palette, again, your goggles. I'm ready with my apron, my drop cloth, some gloves, and painter's tape. I'm using these clean slip-ons today, so I'm just gonna cover up the labels on the shoes. But if you're using shoes that have laces, I'd go ahead and cover those up with tape as well. Next, I'm gonna use some hand towels to put in the shoes. Once your shoes are filled in with a towel or whatever else you have at home, and your tape is on your laces or your labels, you're ready to go. I'm gonna get my gloves on. So I'm going with a classic rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. All right, goggles on. So I like to face the shoes towards me. I like to alternate between the shoes. They're never gonna be the same. You don't even want them to look alike. You're gonna pick up the shoe, kind of use the bottom of the shoe. Use your wrist to flick the paint in all different directions. You want the paint and the colors to be going every which way. Now, I'm doing an all white shoe today. You can do any color shoes. You can even do shoes that you already have at home. If your shoes have a pattern on them, I wouldn't be afraid to splatter paint. Pattern on pattern looks great. Make sure you use a brand new brush for each color. Here's our finished pair of killer kicks. I love how these turned out. Every pair is one of a kind, unique, just like you. Use the colors that make you happy, that you're gonna feel the most confident in wearing. Be creative, have fun with it. There's no wrong or right way to splatter paint.
Hold this. You painted this?
Custom kicks. It's what I do. One of the things I do.
I hope you guys had fun splattering your hearts away. Remember, it's all about fun and making fashion your own. And if you want some more splatter paint inspo, check out my Instagram at Splattered by Gilda.
Thank you, Gilda, and to all of you who attended today's GLAM class. We can't wait to see what you create. Have your mom snap a pic and share with everyone at Rainbow High on our Instagram, Facebook, or on rainbowhigh.com. You can always check out additional GLAM classes at rainbowhigh.com. Bye-bye from bye-bye!